I mean, they have nothing to show for their lives, and they're giving you advice. It says, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. God has great plans for you. And he's not just talking about old people. God has big plans for you. Amen? Here's the problem. The problem is that God has a destiny for you, but many of us, instead of getting to our destiny, we go to the detours. In life, there's destiny and there's detours. Destiny is God's plan for you. You know, when I look at my life, God had big plans for me. But I was around the wrong people, listening to the wrong information, and I ended up on a detour. Now, thank God I was able to make it. I was able to recover from the detours, but many of my friends didn't make it. Today, dead, in jail, and so on. And I had many, many scrapes. You know, sometimes people look at me and they say, well, Pastor Dave, you had your time, I need my time too. I said, but you know, do you realize that I am only here by the grace of God? You don't want to take that chance. And why go through something when I already been through it and I can tell you what the answer is? You know, I can tell you, if you take my route, it's death, destruction, and disease. That's your outcome. That's what that's what detours do to destinies. You know, you're supposed to be in college, but you're locked up in prison. So in order for us to know how to stand, we need to know how to deal with distractions and misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of misinformation for young people. The gallery is saying you need drugs, you need alcohol, you need sex, all those kind of things. And I want to tell you something. You need sex like you need a hole in your head. Now, God has plans for you to have sex. Young people, God has plans for you. He has big plans for you. But He has these big plans for you after you're married. You see, if you get there, and I'm not condemning you because everybody struggles, but if you get there before you're married, it's a detour. And the detours cause problems. Amen? Benjamin Franklin said this is in a Bible quote, but I thought it was an interesting quote. It says, "He that lieth down with dogs shall rise up with fleas." I thought that was a powerful quote. He that lieth down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. If you lay down with the wrong people, you will end up with fleas. So you have a decision to make. But I want to encourage you today that you can stand. God has a good plan for you, and your life is much better than what people are telling you that it's going to be, if you just follow God's plan. This is my high school picture. And as you can tell, there was something wrong with me very early on. I don't know if you noticed this. Nobody is wearing a jacket. Now, in your school photo, you are not supposed to wear a jacket. But I was a rebel. And so I never did what I was told to do. I was always doing something out of the way. On the right side is me. On the left side is Carl Aubrey. Y'all see Carl Aubrey there? And so I was one who was involved in a lot of detours.